What's up, people? What's going on? Sorry for being late. And I got a bunch of chats here, but let's see. Damn. Let's see what's in the most recent. Kalia, Shane, what's up? Yayin, what up? What up, what up, what up? Let me tell Johnny I'm around if he wants to join. J-Bone Capone. All right. What's going on, people? Alberto, is it true you spoke bad on Marcos' name on GBV? Funny you bring that up. I actually spoke to Ness today. Clarissa, you fun? Yeah, she is. What'd she say? Alberto's back for blood like Rambo. Johnny is going to host. Johnny ain't here, blood. I already told him he getting packed out. You know, packed out in old jail terms, Eon, means something more along the lines of Tutti frutti. Tutti frutti. But, you know, you want to say you're packing dudes out, that's on you. I'm okay with it. You saying it. You do what you want to do. What the fuck vlogs? You a chatty patty? Well, I ain't old nor in jail. It's a good point. Exactly, Shane. Exactly. Sorry I'm late, guys. My fucking daughter's eye got scratched by this fucking cat. He just missed her eyeball. It freaked us out. He got her in the bottom part of the eyelid. Just missed her eyeball. It's her fault though. He growls and she's fearless. He'll growl, she'll still pick him up and play with him. And I've warned her. I literally said to her, you better stop doing that or your eye will get scratched out. It could happen. And tonight it fucking almost happened. So hopefully now she'll listen. Some bullshit. You know what I mean? That is true. You get the wrench when you behave yourself. Where I see that you're not talking about people's paperwork. Cats are. We have two. Wasn't my choice, Bob. Am I going back to TBV? No, I am not. If you care to, I could tell you guys. I'm not going to get into what we talked about specifically, but I could tell you if you want to know the gist of it. Yeah, kids. She's fucking 8. That's too old. Nah, bullshit. Certain dogs will bite you right in the face. It all depends on the animal, I believe. And Lee can see this. Yeah. A hundo? Oh, I wish. Tia Jr. got attacked by a ferocious. Nah, the fuck. It's not funny, man. It's not funny, actually. I know you're not trying to be disrespectful, but that shit was scary. Like, when you have kids, you'll see. Like, he missed his scratching her fucking eyeball out by this close. Any part of the body scratches from cats don't mean shit. The eye is the one part, the only part that could possibly never heal. And more annoying because I told her so many times, when he fucking growls, respect him. Step away from him. That's a good point. No, you're right, Bob. Cats are always temperamental. You can never know the temperament of a cat. But this cat has been doing that. He's been scratching and fucking biting and growling, and she just ignores it because she's been scratched and bitten by him a bunch of times. Just, it's a little. So, leaves a little scratch here, nothing crazy. But the eyes, I'm trying to explain to her, you lose your eye, you're fucked. That's what I'm saying, Iraq. We told her that. We're like, now, and I hope this will make her finally fucking listen and remember. It's 2 of them, Bailey, and I didn't want them to begin with. Trust me, I'd be down for having no animals. Love for humans unless they're going to be fed. Yeah. The wheels of life. What up? What I learned from Ben Eubank is that they both. Nah, you're wilding out. That was a great fight. Did you guys see my video? Yeah, thanks. Absolutely, thank God. That shit was horrifying. And it's one of those things too. Like, I don't know if you're one of those kind of people, but I am. Where like I told you, like if I predict it and it still happens, it's almost like shame on me. If it's something that catches you, sideswipes you, okay. Like but I was telling her, don't. So late to the chat, best squabbles since hell yeah, 3, 4, 10. Just got here. What's cracking, Kobe? Kobe, always rocking the na. Bro, trash ass fight, both sloppy, no. Oh goodness. The wheels of life. Sunday night, it seems like you had your Sunday dinner with a Texas-sized pitcher of Haterade. Ben and Eubank about to break the bank with the second fight. I kind of don't want to see it. It's not a fair fight. One dude's way bigger, but weight drained. The other dude's way smaller, but inferior in power and inferior in power and size. Like, I kind of don't want to see it again, personally. Is that weird? Eubank, Canelo, UK would be insane. Yeah, Eubank. I've always said Eubank, Canelo would be dope. Why did mid-tier boxers put on the best fights? Well, it was the whole story behind it, Ian. Like, it was a Rocky, like the father showing up last minute, coming in the clutch. Like, anybody who has father issues or just parent, like, tears up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you don't tear up, but you get the gulp in your throat, or you just feel it. It went through the whole spectrum of emotions. You know what I mean? The whole spectrum of emotions. Fear, like sadness, melancholy. It was just, excitement, like suspense, like all of it. Yeah, Canelo will beat him. They don't suck. Nah, they don't suck. Eubank both limited. Well, Eubank was a very good fighter when he was younger. That's a fact, Bob. Letter? What letter? Eubank clearly won. Of course he clearly won. No rematch. Can't remake a class. That's what I'm saying. 3, 4, 10. 3, 4, 10. 3, 4, 10. What up, Mike? Mikey Mike. No, I'm not saying I'm general mid-tier boxers having the best fights. Not true. Would you consider? Well, maybe. I wouldn't consider Castillo and Corrales, which is the best fight I ever seen, mid. Those guys were maybe not the highest level, but upper echelon fighters. Yeah, heavy. It was a dope fight. What comment? Eon cause mid-tier fighters actually fight still hungry. True that. True that. Conor bet your campaign at 54. His last 2 fights were at 54. He says 47 is right for him. What's up, Cool JC? They were slightly above mid-tier. Nah, Castillo and Corrales? They're fucking world champions. You're going to compare Gotti, who barely ever won a title, to Ward, who never won a title, to dudes who are like relatively dominant champions? Come on. One of them who beat Floyd Mayweather unofficially? You're wilding out. Funny enough, and Floyd Mayweather beat the other one. And that's the one who won. See? Triangle theory doesn't work. Castillo arguably beat Mayweather. Mayweather fucked up Corrales. So you would think, well, if Castillo beats him so well and Mayweather handled Corrales, and Castillo will handle fucking Corrales no problem. Didn't work out that way. Did in the rematch, though. Marco, what up? Robert, you are not going to hold dude accountable. He lied. I don't want to keep talking about this. How about that? I don't want to keep talking about this. Let's do it that way. If you didn't, this is the last time I'm talking about this because it's starting to it's so petty. If you didn't always come on here talking about doxing people and saying that there are PDF files and that they're in jail, if you didn't do all that, nobody would have believed him if he really was lying. Okay? That's why he was believed by me and by most people. And you might have even said it. I don't remember you saying it, but I don't always. So that's why. Stop talking about doxing people and call it, and then we won't have to worry about this. Now let's move on. I don't want to talk about this anymore. What happened with Ness? I talked to him today. I don't think his jaw was broken because he was screaming after and talking. But it did look, it's possible. I've never had my jaw broke, so I don't know if you can, I know usually when you talk, it's more like this. He was getting full extension in his mouth, so I don't think it was broken, but who knows? Ben versus Boots. Who you got? Boots. Boots is special in my opinion. Yeah, Castillo's goated. This guy's wilding out. Good for him. I mean, I won't be back on that show. So, I mean, not at least not now, unless a different conversation happens. Roy Jones, the GOAT. He sure is. Let's hit it. I must have forgot. Yard look cool, but needs a big fight next. What do you think about federalizing? I think it's either that or Turkey should start the league. That I agree, Bailey. No more of that shit. His face looks swollen like that. Yeah, no, he looked like he got the worst of it. I think what that is, clearly, Ben just hit harder. That's what I think. Ben hit harder. And some people, by the way, maybe don't swell up. Some people don't swell up as easily as others. Ben sucks. We will never ever leave. The fuck happened? You love beat. Oh. Well, we talked. And basically he basically, I don't think he doesn't want to give me the respect that I asked for. So I'm just not going to be on the show. There's no beef. We don't hate each other, but he just I mean, one of those people who talks and doesn't listen, and then also twists everything. Like kind of like a temper tantrum, like a stomp in his feet, like I want to be right, twists even shit that came out of his own mouth. He still twists it somehow and tries to make it seem like he didn't say it. Shit that's on like video, you know what I mean? So that was the long and the short of it. But the bottom line is so the talk was just, but he's not going to give me at least at this point, he's not going to give me the respect that I asked for. So I don't want to be on the show. And we didn't talk about the show at all. Just that's what I took from the conversation. He didn't say you're not going to be on the show. I didn't say I don't want to. It wasn't. But just from the conversation, it was, again, it was, it wasn't a real, both sides. He doesn't really listen. So, attorney, I was wronged. I'm trying to disrupt the show. I invited Johnny. He just read it just now, so maybe he will. I don't know. There's nothing official. It's just unless we could, I mean, you never know. We could have another conversation and it could go better. But based on our last conversation, I only ask for respect, really. You know what I'm saying? Eubank was allowing Ben to get on the inside. Was allowing him? Ben was faster, Bailey. But Margaret TV is a good look. All right, I'm not fucking watching. You got to be kidding. No, I'm not kissing up to anybody. What are you, crazy? You better not do that either for your own life. Don't ever do that shit. If somebody's wronging you, if something's wrong, if something's disrespectful in your eyes, because shit's subjective, obviously, don't ever do that. You shouldn't do that in your life either. That should be a requirement, referees seeing as a replays for every single fight. It should be a requirement. Talking about Ness, that guy totally fucking nerd. He was a poser. I don't know if he's a nerd or a poser. He's just, he has his opinion, which is fine. That's what a show is. That's what everything's supposed to be, opinions. But when, the respect thing is what I'm talking about. Connor Ben. Isn't that crazy? I saw that, Robert, but he hit so hard. How long was the phone call? 1 hour. And it was a while. 30 minutes maybe. I don't know about an hour. I don't know about an hour. Yeah, we talked today. Respect matters. Yeah, of course. You have the right to be upset, Marco. You don't need to explain us. No, I don't mind. Damn, thought the same thing. No way Chris's jaw was broke. Yeah, because he was like, let's go. But you never know, right? Maybe it was a hairline fracture that maybe allows some kind of mobility in your jaw. Like, I don't know enough about medicine or about that kind of injury. Both you and the other don't understand the purpose of boundaries, humbleness, and understanding the end purpose. What? I don't get that. You're talking to me? I don't understand the purpose of boundaries and humbleness? I'm confused who you're talking to. I'm only going to kiss up. Yup, that's a fact. I'll give Turkey whatever he wants. With boundaries. Not whatever he wants. Nah, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Marco, whatever happened, I don't fucking know. Danny, I think he didn't want to be on because, I mean, they all, I don't know. I don't know the deal. I never really asked him. I was just told that he didn't want to be on anymore. Vlogs, why you tripping? Yeah, he called me back. Yes. Vlogs, why you tripping off me? Who did you talk to today for an hour? Oh, Jesus. Nestor. I mean, something, not an hour, half hour. Something happened. He could not show up to the press conference. Yeah, there was. Didn't really talk like you, but who knows? Could have been you fucking with me. But it didn't sound like you. I will say that. What's up, Joe Pilot? What's up, Eric? What I say, blah. Not Danny. Oh, I don't know who you're talking about then. When I came on, it was Danny there, and I'm not going back. At least not anytime, not now. But so I don't know who's there now. Do you think the fight for the boxer promoted for him, or the fighter is fighting because of him? Do you think the right for a boxer to promote the fight that him or his fight? I don't get the question. Forgot his name. You picked the executioner. You picked wrong, sucker. Great fight, Diddy. Does anyone remember he was light-skinned Latino guy? Yeah, I think Danny is who you're talking about. Confused, understand this. If both understood that a combination was in the main ingredient for success, then a resolution occurs. Right. And, I understand that, but the other person thinks they're the, literally, like the ego is out of control. So that's definitely not, he doesn't think that. Margaret wasn't me. I believe you. Did you get the credentials? I don't know yet. They don't come out until I believe tomorrow. So I didn't get a denial or an approval just yet. Yeah. Ness called you to let Alberto back. No, we didn't talk about Alberto. Mark, you should let Mr. Bailey mediate. What is it with you? I'm good. Not everybody's meant to, work together, whatever you want to call this, even though I wasn't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. There was no beef. Good for him. You know what I mean? Like, I wish him whatever. I only really want to work with people and be cool with people who respect me. If they don't respect me, then I don't want to. Doesn't mean I hate them or there's beef. It's just, acquaintances, I guess. Those would be acquaintances, those kind of people. Ish. Alberto's really adamant. I know, it's weird. Danny wasn't the host till I don't know. I've only been on that show around a year, year and a half maybe now. I think a boxer should be able to promote his own fight because, yes, of course. Of course. Yes. I mean, I get the conflict of interest too, I suppose. So maybe not. Maybe not, actually. Roberto, you being a cock holster, fucker Marco said he not fucking with dude. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I'm rooting for you when you want to. That's not true. Actually, I would, it would come and go. What's up? Bam, 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 bam. What's up? You think Conor Ben could match up with Rolly? He'll fuck Rolly up. That'd be a good fight, though. Because you say some shit, and then they all said that you were in TBV talking about me. And in tones, I think. And they don't like it. See, they feel like you're being two-faced. I didn't see any of it with my own eyes, but I believe them. I don't know why they would just make that shit up. Victor Salvador was his name. OG co-host. I don't know. And I quite honestly, Wheel, no disrespect to you, but I don't give a fuck. No, you didn't win any raffle. Do you not? Speaking of, we need, 8 more for this one. Maybe we can get this fucking closed off tonight, and then I could start the new raffle. Honestly, Eubank showed status in the ring when he won that fight. Hell yeah, he showed status. Tanzel. He looked fucking dope. I mean, he was drained, so we don't know. Like I said this the other day, he didn't have much power in those shots. And I don't know if that's because he doesn't hit hard. Maybe Connor could take a punch, but it looked like it wasn't hard. And lastly, could have just been the weight drain. The weight drain might have been the reason for his shots having less steam on them. Did you guys see my video? Because I like to play it if you didn't. Ryan will kill Ben. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know if Ryan's going to kill Ben or not. Oh, look who it is. What up?
What's going on? What's going on?
Chilling.
What's popping? What's going on, chat?
Dude, I never heard of won the raffle. Scooter, yeah.
What raffle he's talking about?
Just the raffles I've been doing. The last one was the Sugar Ray Leonard gloves, was it? I don't even fucking remember.
Or was it the Ring Magazine bout?
That was the first one. So you got Ryan beating Devin again. I think so.
How many do you need for the Mike Tyson glove behind you?
We need, I think, 8 more. Something like that. It's almost there. Executioner. Mexico.
What's going on, man? What's going on, chat? Yo, Marco, what's going on? You said something about I was listening. You spoke to Ness?
Yeah, we talked today. Yeah.
How'd that go?
I mean, I'm not good, I guess. I'm not going back to the show. I don't want to. He didn't we didn't really.
Wait a second. What do you mean not good?
I mean, we didn't talk about the show specifically, but the long and the short of it was he basically doesn't want to give me the respect that I asked for. He has his own opinions, and he just, that's basically, and the conversation itself was just, he talks a lot, doesn't really listen, kind of stomps it like, it has to be right, doesn't listen, and twists everything around. Like even words that he said, not only to me in that conversation, but on video, and it was just going nowhere. But again, there's no beef. We didn't fuck you, was none of that. It just was something where like, if I'm going to work with somebody or even be friends with somebody, like I want to feel like there's a respect to my standards,
Okay.
And look, it's subjective. It's just our ideas of what respect is don't line up. So,
got you.
Yeah. So I'm not. But we didn't talk about the show. But I mean, I'm not doing that. But you never know. Maybe we have another conversation, and who knows? But yeah, it didn't go anywhere. It was very like.
Got you. Okay. Hey.
Yeah. I mean,
Ness is different. He's he's different.
I thought, I'll say one thing. I thought he put on a little bit of a personality for the show. But let me tell you, that's who he is off the show too.
Okay.
Completely. At least, I mean, I've only, I haven't really talked to him much off the show, but in my limited experience, But again, no beef. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it.
Hey, it is what it is. It
Yeah,
is what it is.
What do you think about Boxing Purist saying last night's flight was sloppy? Somebody just said that in this chat. Sloppy? I mean, when dudes... Oh, we got a cash app. Oh, Shane. Shane's entering the raffle. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, you bitch ass cracker white boy little pussy.
What's up, Shane? Sorry. I don't think last night's fight was sloppy at all, man.
Somebody said that to me in earlier, and somebody in the chat said that. I don't know if they were trolling or what, but
it was a fight between two guys that did not want to lose.
I get what they might mean because they were tired and kind of falling over each other at the end, but that's
a fight.
That's a battle, right? That's the result of 12 rounds of battle or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shane, what up?
You think Pac-Man first? I don't think it's going to happen.
Bam Bam, I got to be honest. I've heard that too, because I just saw Bob Santos last week, man, and there could be some truth to that. I don't know if you guys want to hear it. but there could be some real truth to
To
that.
Pacquiao Barrios?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that.
What the fuck is taking so long? It came out on.
Don't know.
I remember when it came out because I thought it was exactly that. It came out on April Fool's. So 26 days later, they still didn't. Like, what's taking so long then?
Well, they were actually talking about that fight. I spoke to Bob Santos last year, and they were actually talking about that fight or they were thinking about putting that fight together last year.
Fly, 2-piece, extra crispy with a side of coleslaw. Why did so many people think Ben won the fight? Who's so many though? Besides the stupid unofficial score keeper on DAZN or Sky Sports or whoever the fuck. Who? You're good on your own, my guy. He would try and talk. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look, we're not going to sit here and act like being on that platform doesn't help. But, I also fucking helped his ass because I have millions of viewers from social media, But on that platform, obviously, he has way more. But, of course it helps. But, yeah, it just depends what you care about. Depends environment you're okay with being around, I guess.
Right.
Long and the short of it, Ness is, oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. What up, Edwin? Mark, I think Ness felt offended that you didn't voice much support for border wars. Well, he never told me that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It doesn't make you Mexican. That's clown shit. Word up, Bam Bam. Ness is the Trump of his channel. He sure, he is. He is. Yo, he is. That's how Ness Trump turns shit around. He does it the same way. That's funny.
Yeah. Well, Ness is who he is, man. And Ness is a self-proclaimed narcissist. He'll tell you he is.
Yeah, but then
he doesn't shy away from it.
Yeah, well, he says things when it benefits, but when he's trying to win an argument, everything changes. Shane is day one, and Shane's fucking my boy since I'm 12. It was pretty sloppy towards the end. Oh, E-Rock is.
It was a fight, Vlogs.
He's hating.
It was a fight, man. I love it.
I'm excited to see Chavez Jr. versus
Jake Paul.
Yeah, because I think
Chavez, actually, yeah, I want to check that out too. You're right
with that fight. It's either going to make us all supremely satisfied, or it's going to make boxing look like shit. Because if Jake Paul fucks Chavez up, it's just like, oh, he did it again to us. He managed to get in the person with just the right handicap to beat him.
But he shouldn't. Let's be realistic.
Former world champion. This
he should not beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He should not.
I don't know. I mean, Anderson Silva just beat. Think of it this way, Johnny. On paper, and this is, I know what Jake is. He beat Chavez. He just beat 2 former world champions in a row. On paper, Tyson and him, and he'll take that and fucking run with it.
Of course.
Word life, Alberto. Ayos, please send the link when you can. What link? Only WBC allow Pac-Man versus Barrios.
Maybe.
Hey Zeus, what up? ¿Qué pasa? I sent you another 10 for the Tyson gloves. Oh, you did? Let me see. That's dope. So we're gonna get yup, there it is.
Hey Zeus, what up? What up?
I'm going to put it in right now. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. All right, so now we need, maybe we can get it done tonight. We need 5 more. Appreciate you, big dog. You the man, girlfriend. All right. Guys, 5 more, and then we can do this raffle. Ben was sloppy and winging it and missing those overhand haymakers. He was getting his shit snapped back like the hood of a Honda at a Jiffy Lube. He was. Edwin, yeah, I got you, Shane. We're locked in. That sounds pretty gay. All right, I'm gonna go down a little. I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip some of you guys. I fell back. I don't know why. Me and Johnny were blabbing, I guess. I don't think Ben won last night, but there were thousands of tweets saying, but okay, it's a statistics, a numbers game. Thousands of tweets in the midst of hundreds of millions who watched it, probably. That's just a fraction. You're always going to get somebody thinking somebody lost, especially if it's a fight where both finish on their feet. You can't fucking argue it. Like, you can't argue you know what I mean? If they both finished on their feet, Chavez is about to make us look bad. I think so too, Clarissa. I get the bad feeling he's not going to come in like serious and
Conor Ben fought his ass off. You got to give it to Conor Ben. It's just he did not win the fight, but he fought his ass off. That's not a disrespect to Conor Ben.
Yeah.
It was a very competitive fight. It's just if you look at the body of work. I saw the fight again yesterday again. Eubank clearly won that fight, but that's no disrespect to Conor Ben for the performance he put up.
But what Cool is saying is right. You never know who we're getting, which Chavez we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it. That's the guy who made me kind of say it once.
Ninja.
Not that word. I was reading, not paying attention.
There's nothing wrong with that word, ninja.
I clicked on it, and now he always tries to get me. Punk. Marco, mind your fucking business, sir. I'll give you something to mind. Chavez lost to an old Silva. That's what I'm saying. But he might come in,
Jersey Bob, what up?
Would love to be able to. Oh, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me who won with the Knicks, please. Nobody say anything.
Oh man, you just skipped over that one?
Yeah, I don't know if it says it. I'm gonna watch when I get off with you guys.
I saw both those games, Jersey Bob.
Don't say anything, please.
Don't say anything.
Did Chavez lose to an MMA fighter? Yeah, he did. Anderson Silva. Newport, yo, where the fuck you been at, man? I've been saying this last 3 weeks have been so slow. And dudes like this dude right here is a regular. And I haven't seen him in weeks. Everything good? Your son's okay? What's going on? Snake Paul. Yeah. Let's get this raffle. Yup, we need 5 more people. 5 more. Stop fucking around. I hate Vegas, Alberto. Unless it's paid for. Unless it's paid for, I'm not doing it. For like work. Fans, one word.
Mm-hmm.
Chavez is going to cut back 1 box of cereal a day for the fight. Yeah, I know I said it because of you, punk. Trying to get us whiteys canceled over here. No good. There was no way hundreds of millions of people watch that. Okay, you're right. I was thinking that when it came out of my mouth. Maybe not hundreds, but millions for sure. So a few thousand out of millions is still a very small fraction. That's funny. I was going to correct myself. I'm like, nobody will. What's the difference? But there is a difference. Ben was rocking Chris like a geologist. Rocking him like a geologist.
He hit him with some good shots. He did hit him with some good shots. I saw the fight again yesterday. But
I would say something like splitting his rock like a geologist. See? So that's better than, I would say, splitting his rock like a geologist. And I'm going to use that. Matter of fact, thank you, Yayen. I'm going to add that one into the rhyme book.
Thank you. Come again.
Splitting his rock like a geologist. But guys, I'm always welcoming any new similes or metaphors because is the fight Friday or Saturday this week? There's 3 fights in a row.
All weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Word.
It was crazy. Mike, it was crazy. I'm not going to say anything because Marco didn't see it.
Yeah, don't say anything. Please don't say anything. Por favor. Conor fought his butt off against an older, weight-trained Eubank Jr. and still lost. He got wobbled in the 12th round. I don't think either of them ever got wobbled. Like, now we're getting into semantics, right? Maybe.
It looked like he got hit with a really big shot in the 12th round.
Did they miss you? I guess so. Yeah, I kind of missed you after a while, Alberto, just when you're not, saying wild shit. What if that's the reason you ain't get the show? They just tuned in the day that fucking this guy Mike made me say the N-word by mistake. Yeah, and just hit Marco. Yeah, that was a good one. What ESPN passed on was ESPN. They didn't officially pass, but not hearing back is, But my foot's in the door now. I'm cool.
It's a process, man. It's a process.
I might not get this one, but maybe they'll bring. I tried to already be like, yo, are you covering May 2nd? Like, could I go? And they're like, nah, I don't think we're covering it. It's the zone. But I'm trying. See, I'm trying to weasel my way in.
Mm-hmm.
Free Marco. We got Caesar back. We need to free Marco. I talked to Low. I talked to Ness today. I already went over all of it. We already spoke today, actually, for the first time. You're welcome, though. But I appreciate you, son.
Lowe's, they
one-
spoke already, and
I
yeah,
know the real world.
no progress.
You be stealing my bars like a plagiarist. I'll give you a bar.
Mm.
Yeah, that was just creepy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know
slightly.
who he is, Bailey. I don't know him personally though. Punch your head back like he was at a rock concert. Oh, okay. See, now I like where you're going with that. I would go different. I would say something along the lines of he was snapping his cabbage back, like he was headbanging to Led Zeppelin, some shit like that, or like he was listening to Led Zeppelin, some shit like that. I'm gonna write that one down. That one's not bad. Thank you. Snapping his cabbage back. I mean, yeah, okay, that's not bad. All right, appreciate you. Well, I got to fine tune that one. I didn't really like that, but the idea is there. I need my wrench back. I got a wrench for you. I got a wrench for Shane. Both were stunned throughout the fight. Both knows stunned. Yes, I agree, Bailey. Like when we start talking about hurt, not hurt, that's all.
Stunned. Okay, that's
yes.
a good word. That's actually a good word. Stunned.
Because to me, when you're hurt, you don't just get rocked and then you're normal again. It lasts a few beats longer. So they were rocked but not hurt.
They were rocked. Right.
Both of them. I mean, Eubank got rocked a couple times.
It was a great fight, man.
Not even 1 million people, really? Worldwide? Well, don't forget, Roberto. Now it's on Turkey's YouTube channel. It's on DAZN YouTube. People are going to keep watching it. So these people that are tweeting could have seen it after the fact. And it's going to be millions upon millions who are going to rewatch it. So we're talking about people tweeting. We don't know when they saw it. Never seen Eubank look like that with no legs. Yeah, of course. That's why I don't want to see the rematch. But if they do the rematch, Eubank is going to hold the reins this time. He's in the driver's seat because he won. Eubank got shook by a couple punches, but Ben was wobbly from That's a good point. Eubank, that's a good point. But also, he's a bigger dude leaning all over him.
Right.
It's like Andre versus Hulk. Marco and Alberto, do y'all want to leave the room for a bit and leave y'all alone to speak? That one wasn't that good, Clarissa. That one wasn't too good. Because I'm not really engaging with it. Oh, because I said I missed him. That's probably why. Okay, not bad. Marco, I was there when you got through to Max Kellerman when he was... Oh, you were there? Yo, Johnny, do you remember that? The Max Kellerman's public access show? Oh, no, because you're not from Manhattan. You grew up in Brooklyn. He had a public access show, which is how he got famous on Manhattan cable, on Time Warner.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was called Max on Boxing. That's what propelled him. That show was... So, yeah, we would call in, but it was only Manhattan. But I thought maybe you had friends in Manhattan that would watch it. Nah, Lo. Not as of now, unless we have another conversation that goes a different way.
Wah, wah, wah.
Mel Charlo versus Jerome Boots Ennis. I think Charlo's, I don't want to say washed, but I think his prime's behind him. You both have real boxing knowledge. TBV is a corny sitcom version of a boxing show. This show is The Wire. TBV is Friends.
Friends.
I
appreciate you, Quinn.
I can't argue with you, Quinn.
It's different. It's an acquired taste. It's different.
Yeah. Where's my wrench? I got a wrench for you. You trying to make me say the N-word every day. I ain't wrenching you. Kidding me? What's up, Al Money? Why missed it? I don't know, man. You got to ask him.
Yeah, people crazy.
That was in the UK. No, in my opinion. In a bigger ring too, it will be different. Ben was shocked to the body. It looked like that one time. I saw what you're talking about. Marco, you used to watch the Robin Bird show in pub. Hell yeah, I did. See? Lowe's from Low. Well, you might have been in Philly at that time. Be real. I'm not going to revoke your... You got dual citizenship, Philly and New York. Did you watch Max coming up, or were you in Philly at that time? Yeah, Robin Bird, hell yeah. I would watch that shit with a bottle of lotion. We did. Marco, you shouldn't even want to go on that show anymore. That man is not you. That is what is that's.
Well, you guys are still friends, though.
Nah. Or we were never friends, really. You know what I'm saying? We were
Really?
just like work together.
Well,
I
how
never
did
I
you end
never
that
met him in real life in my life.
Yeah, but how did you end that conversation?
He hung up actually because like
He
he had
hung up
another.
on you?
Yeah. Well, he was like, I gotta go. You know how he does on the show. I gotta go. Because he wasn't getting his way. It wasn't like fuck you. It was like I gotta go. Yeah, like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. Like it was like literally like it went nowhere.
No progress?
Maybe a little. Like there was a little. No, not really. Like I was able to get out my thoughts, but it wasn't absorbed at all. So whereas before I couldn't get out anything because he just kicked me off. You know, we never
And
talked.
this was the first conversation that you guys had
Yeah. Yeah.
after that whole show thing.
Exactly.
Mm.
Good die.
Mm.
Alberto, nah, you can leak his number. I didn't watch Max, but you didn't watch, yeah, because you weren't around, right? If you would have been if you would have been more in New York, you would have, yeah, Max shit was hot. Yeah, Robin Bird, of course.
Was that shit on HBO or something like that?
Huh?
That
What?
Max Kellerman shit, that was on
No.
HBO?
Escúchame, por favor. It was on public access. You know what that is, right? Oh, you don't? Did you have cable growing up? Ever?
Yeah, I would think I did. What do you mean by public access?
Okay, my bad. I assumed you know what that is since you're from the city. Public access is when the city, this is back in the day, now with internet, but before internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
For every cable company would provide a channel that the community, it was basically like community cable channel. Anybody could go in and give a tape and they'll play it for free. They even provide you with a studio, like some studio time. And look, it was limited. It wasn't, but you could even use a studio sometimes. But generally speaking, most people wouldn't use a studio because there was one studio and you give them a tape. And of course, you got to go there. You got to register. You have to go through like a 3-day course. They teach you how to do it. It's all free. It's basically like the city trying to encourage people to become producers and actors. And you would hand them a tape. Back then it was VHS. You'd have to go and hand it in every week and they play it for you. But of course, they would know you first. You take the course. It can't just be anybody handing out like porno and shit, you know. And the only thing that they couldn't show was hardcore porn. Anything else, you could curse. There was no limitations. So a lot of people would do their own show. It was basically the version of the internet where anybody could do it. You just had to jump through a couple of hoops, but no money was involved. You never. Did I explain that right? Maybe Shane or Low. I think I did. Whatever you want to do. I mean, I'd rather you send a super chat here, Alberto, and not do that. Matter of fact, I would definitely way rather you send a super chat to me than doing that. Don't sell your souls. No, I'm not selling anything.
Free Marco, bring him back.
It wasn't the Max show on Telemundo. No Clarissa's. She's joking. Max doesn't speak Spanish. Me overseas, I want to keep guys up coming on. Okay. Public access had Channel J. That was porn. Nah, that wasn't public, was it? No, you're wrong. You're wrong, Low. Low, you're wrong. You're young.
Shit,
no,
I don't know about public access.
You're wrong, Low. It wasn't porn. It was just like Robin Bird. You could show titties, you could show making out. You couldn't show anything classified as hardcore porn, which is penetration. No, you're wrong. It was they would show soft porn.
Levels of porn?
Right. No, but it's a difference. No penetration, nothing crazy. And you know what they would do? They would show some porn shit, but they would cut out the actual penetration. Like they'll show you a guy like sucking on titties. They could show that. They couldn't show dudes going down on women. They could show them doing it where you're not a close up of seeing the vagina open and all that. So it was like, that's how I know. Because growing up, I'd be watching that shit and I'm like, where's the good stuff? So that's the difference. That's how I learned the difference between X-rated and XXX. Soft porn, they call it, and normal.
We got the tutorial here at Marco's channel, bro. The porn tutorial.
He knows about it. What on earth they've been cut to 56? I weighed once. If he weighed on, yeah, I don't know either, John. That's his way to arrogant to admit he's. Yep, that's a fact. There wasn't porn shacks, dudes could. Yeah, I'm sure there was, but we're talking about public access. I heard about Max Kellerman's show years later, but at the time when he was public access, I didn't watch. You were also probably too young, Lo. That was popping off when I was anywhere from probably 15 to like 20, maybe younger.
How
So
the
you're 10
fuck
years
did I
younger than
not
me.
know about that?
Huh?
How the hell did I not know about that then?
Because you're in Brooklyn. So first of all, I don't know how you don't know about public access, but regardless of that, if you lived in Manhattan, you would have. Were you a boxing fan your whole life?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
then you would have known. You would have been flipping through the channel, like, oh shit, you would have seen it. You just didn't get that because it's based. Each borough has their own separate public access channels. And then the dude Tone saves the show. I suppose so. Marco's favorite channel 35, or the motorcycle man with the garden hose. I don't know what that's clearly some fruity
I don't
shit.
know what it sounds. I don't know what he means, but that shit sounds funny.
Yeah, Channel J, but it turned to 35 after Channel J. And you don't Channel J was when I was mad young. Lo, you weren't even born when it was called Channel J. Or if you were like Channel J stopped being Channel J roughly when I was maybe 12 or 13.
Yeah, but ain't you guys the same age?
Nah, Lo's 40. He's at least 8 years younger than me. So why was he watching that shit at 2 or whatever? Yeah. Lo, you're 40, right? They're all soft. Marco and Johnny, what's your favorite? No, we're not doing that. That's definitely not what we're talking about in this room.
Yeah.
Marco
Just pass on that one.
Max is one of my favorite rappers. Okay. Bro, we close to the same age.
He's 44.
Oh, you're 44. Okay, my bad. My bad, Lo. You just look better than me. My bad. My bad. You just aged better than me. Lo siento. Lo siento, por favor.
There you go. I knew you guys were about the same age.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we are. Well, I'm 4 years older, but I will say this: till this day, HBO had the highest quality boxing, plus their build-up videos, and I gotta be honest, yes, but
I like
Showtime.
HBO. I really did like HBO. I miss HBO boxing.
I like Showtime.
Shout out to Lowe's, man. Nah, I like HBO way more than Showtime.
Unks in the chat. Marco just for men to get rid of the grays. I don't give a fuck about my grays. My grays don't bother me. My grays don't bother me. I do look when I shave. You guys have seen it. It takes like 10 years off me. If I let this woof out a little, forget about it. Forget about it.
I got the grays too in the beard, but I got the nice hairline.
Yeah, your hair isn't really gray, is it?
On the top, yeah.
Whatever. I wouldn't dye my hair if I had a full head of hair. I definitely wouldn't.
Nah, me neither. I'm not doing that.
Fred!
Freddie.
HBO is the best. Fred.
I miss HBO.
I'm not trying to start shit, but Fred is one of the few people I've ever met, all jokes aside, who liked quite a bit Larry Merchant. Yeah. We had a couple arguments over that.
Didn't they also have HBO After Dark?
Boxing After Dark, yeah.
Boxing After Dark. That's what it was.
Blow by Blow, and Showtime was good also, especially with Fergie Pacheco. Fergie? It was Fergie or was it Fergie Pacheco?
Ferdy.
Yeah.
Fergie Pacheco.
Yeah, Fergie D, yeah. You look 40 when you shave. Oh, thanks. I think I could pass for late 30s when I shave. Like 38, 37 maybe, no?
Do you remember WHT?
No, what's that?
That was like HBO, before HBO. WHT.
Nah, I don't remember that.
Wow. Holy smokes. They had like a WHT After Dark, which was like porn shit. I'm old. I'm fucking old, man.
Yeah, you got me. My man.
Does anybody in the chat know what the hell I'm talking about?
Fred's older than you, I think.
Who?
Fred, my man Fred. He's 50-something, 3 maybe.
Oh.
He looks, and all jokes aside, my man Fred, I could show you a picture if he approves it. This dude looks, no joke. He's 53. He could pass for his 30s. No problem.
He just commented here. Yes, you see?
I know.
Yes, WHT. Yep.
I'm 37, but look 73.
Shit.
Michael Bay, what up? My man. I'm fucking happy when Eubank beat Conor Benn. Yup. Let's all be real. When Eubank Sr. showed up, didn't we all have there was a little gulp in the throat or at least a little, just somewhere, some emotion, like, aw, or like, I don't know. It was a dope addition. And he said that. Eubank goes, this is the show. I was always going to be there. I just had to build up the show. I mean, too bad your son didn't know about it. Unless
like him.
I know, right? Thank you. Unless his son knew. Maybe, I don't think Chris Jr. knew, which makes it just narcissistic, evil shit. But if Chris knew, like, yeah, let's pretend like we're not seeing each other and I'll show up. But I'll tell you one thing. I said this in my video. Did you see my video?
Which one? The recap?
Yeah. I'm going to play it.
You just put that out, right?
Yeah, just drop
Play
it.
it again. Play it again.
I'm going to play it. Now, I can't use, don't ask, you guys are probably, if you're curious, I cannot use videos because DAZN and Top Rank are the only two, and Top Ranks is going to be over once the ESPN contract ends. And I talked to ESPN about that. They were just like, yeah, their contract's ending. I'm like, yeah, they're fucking flagging me now. They laughed. They're like, But DAZN's the only one that flags me when I use any of their videos.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why these are stills. But let's do this shit.
Jr. versus Conor Benn. 35 years after their fathers make British boxing history. These two warriors have now etched themselves on the UK Mount Rushmore of pugilism. In an exhilarating pre-fight twist, Chris Eubank Sr. makes his WWE entrance into the arena, shocking everyone as father and son were estranged for the last few years. This instantly warms the heart of onlookers, but also powers up Chris Jr. like a radioactive spider bite. The fight begins with Chris using his 3-inch height and his 5-inch reach advantages to pepper Conor like a Caesar salad from the outside. Chris's jab is his golden scepter, rapidly popping Benn like he's using a tennis ball machine. However, in round 2, the naturally smaller Benn begins utilizing his speed advantage, pulling the trigger faster than Billy the Kid as he continuously beats Chris to the punch, landing thumping cinder blocks that rock Eubank like a Mother Goose lullaby. But by round 4, Eubank goes back to basics like he's dating a 6, utilizing his reach and boxing fundamentals to purely box like he's a gift wrapper at Macy's. Chris then proceeds to take 6 in a row like he's Michael Jordan as he piles up the points, shaking Benn like an Etch-a-Sketch with romaine crispy combinations from the perfect range. Eubank also finds more homes for his uppercuts than a real estate broker, repeatedly snapping Conor's melon back like a Pez dispenser. But Benn steps on the gas in the 9th and 10 rounds, landing stunners cleaner than Irish Spring that make Eubank momentarily start crip walking. However, in the championship rounds, the crafty veteran Eubank starts adjusting like a lazy boy as he steps in the phone booth quicker than Clark Kent and begins plastering Benn like some sheetrock with a relentless inside assault. But Conor shows more heart than Valentine's Day as he continues swinging like Babe Ruth until the final bell. Throughout the fight, the smaller Benn couldn't seem to hurt Eubank, and the weight-trained Chris also wasn't able to put Conor in any real trouble. Both men end the fight with their grills dented up like they just got into a fender bender. At the end, the judges all agree on a UD victory for Chris Eubank Jr. in what became an instant British classic and a new addition to the boxing Smithsonian.
Boom.
Wow. Very good, man. Your analogies are spot on.
Thank you. Thank you. And this one is, I'm curious how many views, because like I don't usually do just stills.
That's dope.
Because the video really does give it more meat and potatoes. But thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate it. Shane, did you hear what I said? I used the one you gave me, Shane. Which one was that? I used one that you gave me on this show. Let's see if he remembers. I'm sure he does. Shane's fucking memory is crazy.
I'll be right back.
All right. This dude with his fucking hairline, man. We gotta talk about. I'm just kidding. Marco, your facial expressions be having me rolling. What? I look like an asshole or something? What you mean? Come on, mods, do your job. What? Shut up, Alberto. This is not your show. Okay. Shut up before I ban you. Good vid, though. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I feel like, besides the analogies, do you guys feel like I got a good recap of what happened? Because that's what I really want to do. I want to be able to get it entertaining, but also hit the things that hit the PowerPoints. I don't know if that's a word, but my voice gets high when I start talking loud for too long. It's weird. It starts screeching like my balls are dropping. Eubank outsmart Connor his weight and threw more punches. He fought smart, perfect fight. Connor fought the wrong fight, which is what else could he do? What you mean? What else could Connor have done? He couldn't box him. He's too small. He had to try and get in. Why they got you doing motion picture like 19? Why they got you doing motion pictures like I don't know what you're talking about. Nope, not accuracy, Shane. Wrong one. You must have missed it.
Snapped his head back like a Pez dispenser.
Nah, Shane, I'll tell you. He shook him like an Etch-a-Sketch. That was yours. Marco's
There's a ton in there, man. You got good ones, man. You got really good ones.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, accuracy. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's what Shane was talking about. Make a TikTok and put your YouTube link. I see. Now, no, I'm not blaming you, Erox, but I have a fucking TikTok that actually does pretty well. Not like you don't even know it. Like you guys are like my fucking the community. You don't even know that I have certain shit. That just explains how hard it is for every platform to take off. People think I'm just here, or they think I'm there. I got a TikTok. I put every video on all 3 of my platforms. 4.
You got TikTok, IG, Facebook. You have all of that, right?
TikTok, IG, Facebook, X, and what's the other one? TikTok and YouTube. I put it all 5. Every video goes on all 5.
I got to do a better job of that on my shit.
Come on, Marco. You grew up on them movies where they would narrate the movie and just show pictures. Yeah, word? I grew up in the 1920s. Go fuck yourself. My man, he act like he had the same power punch like his father, which he does not. Not that far off, though. Don't forget, he was punching up in weight. The dude was way bigger. He was winning the first half, but I don't think he won the first half. I think he won.
He had really good moments.
But then
Very good moments in the first half.
Like I said in the video, I think Eubank took 6 in a row, like MJ. You know what I'm saying?
I think he won like round 2 and 3, if I'm not mistaken, and then
Something
Eubank took off. Yeah,
Eubank won 4 to 6 in a row. Yeah.
Yep.
Again, huh? Marco, how do you eat bagels and substitute no flour? It's very random, but I don't really eat bagels, but they got gluten-free bagels.
But I'm not gonna lie, I miss a good New York City bagel. I miss a good and a pizza.
I mean, I don't fuck with bagels.
Pizza, nothing's better
I don't fuck with bagels or pizza, unfortunately, anymore. I do eat. You ever have cauliflower crust pizza?
Mm-mm.
It's made of cauliflower. You could taste the difference, but not that much because you still get overwhelmed with the sauce, the garlic, the cheese. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You should try it. It's way better for you too. It does make you fart a lot though. So
really? Why?
Because cauliflower. So you're eating it's a lot of cauliflower because it's dried up and then turned into a powder and turned into a dough. So you're normally not going to eat that much cauliflower at once. So I feel like cauliflower is very kind of gassy producing. What NYC bagels have rat droppings? They probably do.
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's crack, bro. They don't have bagels like that in Florida or pizza in Florida.
Eon, where you going? Bumberto's still a bum. Damn, why is Eon so pissed at Alberto? What happened? You were giving him fucking raffle tickets. Eon, I guess you have no interest in this Tyson raffle, huh? Wow, yeah, Larry Merchant's old. Yeah, that's mad old. Johnny Not Lying, New York Bagel, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh my God. Ain't nothing like a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll from New York City.
Mo, I did 8 rounds today too. I didn't do my 10. I did my 8. What's cracking, Mo?
Mo?
What's cracking, Mo? He followed the emotions. Damn. All right. Are you doing the same? Why are you putting it 3 times? So I don't miss it probably. Not a bad
Why is
strategy.
he yelling? Why is Michael Bay yelling?
Cauliflower pizza is good. It doesn't make me fart at all. Okay, well, then maybe not everybody. Dudes are tripping. That's what's the next item. I'm thinking of doing a bobblehead, like a Muhammad Ali bobblehead. What do you guys think?
That'd be dope.
Yeah, what you guys think? You guys agree? Johnny, you F with chopped cheese. That wasn't a thing when we were coming up. Tell him, Johnny.
Yeah, no,
That wasn't a thing.
Wasn't a thing.
That was not a fucking thing. Neither was saying you're. Was that ever a fucking thing?
You're?
Yeah. See, you don't even know that that's good.
I don't even know what that is.
It's saying what's up. Like, do you remember at one point where they would go, ooh, ooh?
Yeah. That I
Or they
remember.
would go,
I didn't do
"Hi."
that. I didn't do that, but I remember
So
that.
your is kind of like what, like yo, or like what up?
You're.
That sounds so southern to me. I don't know how that came about. But yeah, that wasn't a thing either. Mo Brain. Damn, why are you telling Mo to shut up?
Oh, shit.
What's going on here? You guys are wiling out.
Everybody in the chat is going in on each other.
Do a Floyd bobblehead? I could do that. I think. I got to see if the sponsor has it. Chopped cheese is too easy to make at home. Chopped cheese is just a fucking hamburger chopped up. Right? He's like, I don't know.
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Chopped cheese, if I'm not mistaken, I had one recently. They just take hamburger meat and cheese and they chop it all up and just, I think, slop it onto. You could do all kinds of shit. Like,
I'd try it though. I would try it.
Yeah. Shane, Larry Merchant is the background of most famous picture in sports history. Ali standing over Liston. It's true. With his mouth open, right? He's like, he was shocked that Ali dropped him.
We made smash burgers here today at the house.
Ooh,
It was good.
that's dope.
It was good.
How many patties do you have in each burger? Do you smash two of them or you just have one?
Yep. No, two. You got to have two burgers. Two smashed on one burger was really, really good.
Where'd you have it with?
Recipe. The little brioche buns, and she made like some kind of a secret sauce or whatever the hell it was. It was so good.
I give Shane a secret sauce. So what'd you have on the side of it though? What'd you have with it?
I didn't.
You didn't have fries?
I just had two. I just had two smash burgers. 4 patties.
What's up, Dylan?
Like a fat ass.
So
it was phenomenal.
Yeah, fucking hamburger cut up. That's right.
I love a good. I like hamburgers, but I like them smash burgers. I like smash burgers.
Yeah, I mean, is what the fuck's that place called? God, it was in Brooklyn. Now that I moved, I forgot it. The big famous one. What's the Shake Shack? No, not.
I love Shake Shack.
Not Shake Shack. Hold on, is it Shake Shack?
Yes, Shake Shack is amazing.
They smash that down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We go to Shake Shack all the time. Well, we have one in Orlando.
Johnny looks like a master griller.
I am a master griller.
Chopped cheese is not hamburger, but whatever the meat is in. No, it's a hamburger. Isn't chopped cheese an actual hamburger? I think you're wrong, Shane. Eon, this is not your show. I didn't do that. Stop it. What is happening? I don't know. What the hell's happening? Ayo Marco gave you a secret. Yeah. He would ask for it. Like a lot.
He said like a lot.
Like, yeah, he would beg for it. So I was like, fine.
Smash burgers are the best.
What are you guys talking about? These dudes are wiling out. Chopped cheese is ground meat. Yup, which is a hamburger. Exactly. Yup, exactly. And then you guys ever watch the dude who's like, have it the Aki way? You ever see that dude?
Mm-mm.
He's a famous. I went to the deli. It wasn't too far from where I was living in Brooklyn. He's still famous. He gets mad famous people come in. He makes it a specific way called the Aki way. Now, you know, Ox are Yemen, dudes from Yemen, basically.
Yeah.
And they own the majority of New York City delis are now owned by Ox.
Really?
Yeah. They got a monopoly on it. It used to be bodegas because it was mostly Puerto Ricans who owned it and Dominicans, but it slowly evolved. And he does this thing where he says it's the Aki way, and he serves chopped cheese. Now, you could do whatever you want. People bring in whatever. They'll bring in a bag of chips. They'll bring in a donut. Whatever you give him, he'll do it. And that's why it's popular. And he has his whole saying. But the Aki chopped cheese is simply, and I've had it, chopped cheese, which is obviously the hamburger patty with cheese, peppers, onions, and then he puts that between Jamaican beef patties, and he throws in it a mozzarella stick. And that, if I'm not missing anything else, that's the classic chopped cheese from that spot. And that spot's mad pop. And by the way, I went there like 2 years ago. The shit was 18 bones for one. Now
I would try that shit.
You should. And it was real. I had one bite, but I'm like, my stomach, I can't eat that shit. So I just wanted to try it. I gave it to my son.
How was it?
It was the taste is great, but I can't imagine eating a whole one. You ever have something that like a couple bites is so good and rich, but then you keep going, you'll feel nauseous?
Yeah. When you
to me, it was kind of like that. Like if I kept going, I'd probably barf. But yeah, it was too much.
Did your son eat the whole thing?
I believe he did, but maybe over 2 days.
Oh, okay.
White boys experiment with themselves. Okay, racism, cool. Why is this guy Michael and Yayan like
they're going
beefing
after each other in the chat?
I don't get it. What's happening here? Eon, I think you should go to the store, buy some packs of cigarettes. What are you guys talking about?
No idea.
Pig feet and chitterlings? What's a chitterling? That must be some
good. Probably chitlins.
Oh, that's how you spell chitlins?
I don't think that's how you spell it. I think that's what he meant to say.
It might be how you spell it. Now I'm going to look
chitterlings?
Chitterlings.
Nah, you can't be.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. Chitterlings.
No.
But it says also known as chitlins. So it's the same thing, but the chitlins is spelled differently. But chitterlings is, I believe, the full name, and I think it's been shortened, abbreviated over time. See, we learned something new.
That I just learned something new today. Yeah,
I had no idea. Chitterlings, chitlins. Chitlins are like, what are those? Aren't this? It's like brains or some shit, or is it like?
I don't know what the hell it is.
It might be the cartilage of the animal, I think, or some shit. Now, chitterlings is the correct spelling. Chitterlings, but we've heard it pronounced.
That's not how you say it, right, Mo?
Chitlins. Yeah. Mo would know. Most from we gotta get somebody from the South to tell us. What's her face? Who's it? Clarissa?
That's how you spell it. Chitlins. Well, that's how we pronounce it.
Clarissa's from Texas, so I assume she would know it's pig's feet. Pig intestines or pig's feet?
Yeah, I'm good.
Clarissa, we need your Southern expertise. Is that how you say it? And what is it? It's nasty shit.
Nasty shit.
You ever see that skit from Key and Peele where they start trying to order Southern food and they just go OD with it? You ever see it?
I think I did.
It's just funny.
I remember some shit like that.
It's funny. He starts off like, let me get some collard greens and some, and then it goes to like, let me get, what was it? Some donkey teeth wrapped in barbed wire. They just start wiling out. Pig's feet or intestines.
Oh, man. You guys are wilding out now.
I don't eat no pork. Oh, shit. You Muslim? You a Muslim now.
Assalamu alaikum.
I can't. I won't front. I don't like almost any pork except bacon.
I love bacon.
Love bacon. Ham I could fuck with, but it has to be charred. I don't like cold ham. It kind of grosses me out. Shane's intestines were ruptured by the secret sauce. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Chat is wilding out, bro.
That is descriptive.
Tutti frutti.
Anytime I do a Southern accent, it's racist. Fuck you, Eon. I ain't doing no damn racist Southern accent. I'm from Alabama. Okay, I don't know. They don't talk like that. I could do an okay Southern accent, but certain words will give it away that I don't. Cause I can't do every word. He looks weak. Nah, he didn't look weak to me. He looks jacked. No Muslim, don't eat pork or beef. Bullshit. They eat beef. What you mean? The Muslim delis all in my fucking hood sell beef bacon. They just don't fuck with pork. Unless there's something I'm missing. G-Von. Hey, G-Von, they're wilding out. I don't know what's happening.
G-Von, what up?
I don't know what's going on, G-Von. It's not my fault. I just ate pork chops today. All food is approved by God if you pray over the food.
I love pork chop, Jersey Bob. Shout out to you, man. I'm jealous. I love pork chops.
You know what I don't like?
I can
Lamb.
have pork chops every day. Pork
I don't
chops
like
is nice.
lamb.
Yeah, I'm not a big lamb guy either, but I could have a good gyro. once in a while.
Bulgarians, gyro meat's different though. It's not pure lamb. It's some shit that they put together. Bulgarians are very heavy on lamb. I find it too gamey and I don't like the taste.
So what's the difference between that and gyro meat?
Gyro meat is gyro meat is what we're talking about. Lamb is just pure. Gyro meat, I'm not sure we could Google it, but it's a mix of shit. They make it, they condense it. Gyro meat, I'm almost positive, is not pure lamb. It's a mix of shit. All we have to do is look it up.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I've been eating gyros my whole life.
Alberto G-Von is not Dominican.
Yeah, little kid.
Southern accent sucks. Fuck you, you little piece of shit. Don't tell me my accent sucks. You're a fucking... All right. It kind of does suck. Goat. Y'all don't like lambs? Not really. Beef bacon, the shiznickles. My Yemeni brothers introduced me to that. Yeah, it is. Well, Shane, that's pretty much just pastrami. That's what pastrami is. Same shit.
I love pastrami.
Yeah. Corned beef, I'm not sure what the difference is. I know
I don't like corned beef for some reason.
You don't like it? I can't tell the difference. My wife's like you. She doesn't like corned beef either. I'm like, to me, it tastes the same. Shane's mom used to make the bomb corned beef and cabbage because they're Irish. They're actually barely Irish. Funny enough, they're only 25% Irish. But she used to make the bomb shit. Now his brothers still make it. It's really good. Corned beef for St. Patty's. I've eaten camel meat in Bahrain. And tastes like chicken.
Yeah, what does it taste like, Clarissa?
Damn, that accent is horrible. My bad, G-Von. I'm trying to do my southern accent and they think it sucks. Me too. All right. Deer meat. I've had elk.
I haven't.
Meth. All right. G-Von's coming on a different level. Is Mediterranean food from Bulgaria? No, but it's very similar, Eon. Bulgarian and Mediterranean food are ours is basically Greek food, Bulgarian food. Almost identical. Brisket is the same exact meat as the corned beef.
You sure, Shane? Because I actually like brisket, but I don't like corned beef.
Well, the corned beef, he's saying, is spices. So corned beef is pastrami with spices. Okay, I thought they were the same. So just a little less spicy. Elk is lean. I got something lean for you. Y'all ever had to... Sorry, I got to stop doing that. Y'all ever had to...
You're too much.
I got to do mine. I had my own laugh track that I stopped hitting. Where the fuck is it? I can't
got another one. I got another one here somewhere.
You got another one?
I think so. Let me see.
Another one. Oh, here it is. Bulgarian specialty is rock stew. See, now I'm glad I said that. What do white people cook better? Black people. Crystal meth. Not bad.
Whoa.
No, not bad. Not bad.
But
That's funny. Pastrami is more peppered. Spam. Yeah, we cook spam better than that's a fact.
Wow.
I've never had spam in my
when I
life.
was growing up.
I never had it in my life, but
what? And you grew up where? You grew up in the hood?
Yeah, but in the hood and all that was not a thing in New York City. I mean, let me not say New York City because you're from Manhattan. None of the hood dudes I knew cooked with spam. Spam, from my understanding, was always white trash shit, like in the country, like not in New York City.
Does anybody know what spam stands for in hood language in the chat?
I don't. I should know that, but I don't.
Let's see if somebody to check. And then I'll give you the answer.
Oh shit! Something con tu madre. He's talking about your mama. I know that. I don't know what that means. Come on, Johnny, hit me with it. I know you said you speak Spanish. Let's see.
Cállate y siéntate con tu madre.
Shut up and sit down on your mother.
That's what I read.
On your mother? Con means on?
No, it says con tu madre, like with your mother.
So shut up and go back. Oh, so basically saying he lives with his mom. Shut up and
Right.
go back.
Yeah.
Okay. See? I couldn't read it, but when I heard you, see, my Spanish isn't that bad. My mother worked in a spam factory. We had that shit. Word. Damn. I mean, if
Does
it's free.
anybody know what spam means? Like the
Here we go. No.
SPAM?
Nope. I don't.
I
Nobody
might as well
knows.
tell
Tell
you.
us.
I might as well tell you.
Tell me.
Spanish people artificial meat.
Damn, that's racist.
That's what they called it.
Oh,
when we
that's
were growing up.
racist.
I'm keeping it a bug.
Damn.
Spanish people artificial meat.
Johnny, man, you're making my
Hey.
chat racist. Marco, I can't believe you don't like foot-long tuna fish at Subway. Isn't that
tuna fish at Subway?
the most disgusting? He used to order foot-long tuna fish subs at Subway, unless he's joking, which he might be, because I don't remember that being an option.
I
Ew.
don't think. What did I get? The only thing I really got at Subway when I used to buy Subway was the meatball sub. I like the meatball sub.
I used to fuck with the meatball. I started doing the veggie one because I thought I was being healthy. Little did I know that shit is deep fried and probably worse for you than the meat. Spam tastes good. I've never had it. Literally never had it. So I don't know. But you know, you deep fry anything.
Vlogs. Pig balls.
You deep fry anything and add some fries with it or whatever, it'll taste good. Marco takes the 6-inch. Damn.
Tutti frutti.
Look at that. Okay.
Where the fuck did this chat go?
I don't know what's happening. Have you had the Meat Lovers special? Only Yayin had the Adrian Broner Meat Lovers 2-for-1. He had it delivered. Someone get vlogs of foot-long Meat Lovers sub.
You notice how we veered way away from boxing and we went to like this?
Yeah. No, you're right. It went from boxing to meat.
to meat.
And you know, I actually got to fucking go. Although I'm having fun, but it's getting late.
Oh, this is awesome.
School day tomorrow. But we'll reconvene tomorrow, my brother.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys all. Guys, again, if you want to do these, I need, how many more do I need? Hold on.
5. I think you said 5.
5, yes. 24, 5. I mean 6, but whatever. 5's fine. I need 5 more. So if we want to get this, hopefully we can get this out this week, and then I'll probably do a bobblehead. I don't know which one though. Ali, Floyd. What's a better bobblehead to get? I don't know.
Either one.
Guy, you know what? Tell me, guys.
Personally, me, I would like the Ali one. That's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, cool. Catch you guys all tomorrow.
All right, y'all.
All right,
Peace.